that Synopsy pushing mid. Crimbo might get a contest early on. In fact, it's a triple layering in towards mid. Crimbo spots players, and, well, he feels a lot of lead, and doesn't get one of them. That was a lot of commitment, though, in towards middle, and that accelerates big up A.
Yeah, you have to commit here. Now that you know there's two sets of Julies, Sin's trying to create a little bit of a lurk and a fake towards B, but A is the choice, and Guild Eagles can't hold on to that man advantage for all too long. It's Process that puts the pressure down, and Incendiary towards the headshot position, but look at this. It doesn't matter if GSX gets the kill. I was going to say it's Synopsy towards default, but it doesn't work out for him. Instead, one flat throw in on Gap, able to find another, and isolating these fights is what's been working out trumps for the Guild Eagles. Camp one, Flatro still refacing, and now's another head. Man2 drop next, tabseN 1v3. Go huge here, but it has to be within the next 45 seconds. Peek out one, Flatro there, and he is off to a fantastic start.
On A are playing quite passive compared to the aggressive starts in towards mid, but Scenery could be caught off guard. Instead, it's a nade. That does a lot of damage here. Smoke dribbled forward and isolating players as well. Scenery finds one. GXX kind of stuck in towards Gap. Will still find one on the way out. And Big are yet to plant the bomb, but they've got the site now.
Nicely traded from Juan Flatro. They do have the site, Brandon, but the pressure is good. Did spot around the edge. Man2 and his AK, and it's Scenery that spams right through. Big actually left down to just Crimbo now. 1v3, we highlighted him in the head-to-head. This is my way out. So it will be 3 for 3 here. Guild Eagles, great start here to Vertigo. As it is through a wall, wafer thin, and even more damage done, chipping away at the HP bars of this big side. 18 seconds left. They have left them no time to go for this one. Smoke blocking the vision. Scenery used this one to work around as well. Players push it in, but there's 2 quick kills. One Flatro defends, and oh, he shall! 3 frags, Deagle drawn, ready for more. It's Man2 that will find the frag, but it's going to be after time. This round clocked in for Guild Eagles, and what a 3K from Juan Flatro.
Hang on a second, there could still be even more! He's in a no-scope! After the time expires! No money for you, Crimbo. Crack open the defense, they call a 3-2-1, and they all go through the smoke. Pistol shots connecting, trying to overwhelm at close ranges, but how about this one, Juan Flatro? Time expires, Regon swings, he even collects the AWP.
Get right up close towards ramp, wants to see if he can poke at this big side. GXX with the rewalk into middle, but it's B where first blood's drawn. Crimbo can make an upgrade, but of course it's a teammate that's fallen. Nade goes in, Regon! Yes! Electrifying again with his M4, shutting things down single-handedly, taking steps from big brother Juan Flatro, and it has all fallen neatly into place for the Guild Eagles once again. Juan Flatro's on a big flank as well, you can see it on the X-ray. There is no way Big are winning this round. Rigon hunting for more, blood shed towards B, and Juan Flatro closes.
JXX occupying his usual position on A, wanting to fight Gap, wanting to go in towards Man2, but this time the big AWPer, he wins out this head-to-head, an early man advantage, something that's become a little bit of a luxury here for Big.
Now they can start pushing in. Smokes well timed, so it's Big that now can put their foot down and take offense. It's Process. 2 frags, tabseN another, and now a 1v3 for Scenery. The quietest individual of the lot here on the T side, but it would be a vocal 1v3 to win. Sits in his smoke. But unfortunately, Man2 on the other side here to inflict more damage. Big on the board. Took him 7 rounds.
They're not even
30
going,
seconds left. Yeah, I was going to say, Sin's wandering B and tabseN not far behind him.
And this is smart out of Big, because notice they haven't felt any pressure on these flanks. And a number of rounds in which Guild Eagles have gone for retakes, it's been with the whole force just charging in at once. Another example of it. 1-for-1 trades is exactly what the Doctor ordered for Big, because they can plant the bomb. And they're still in an advantageous situation. Scenery misses the jump. And whilst his ragdoll spreads out like an eagle, he can't fly.
It'll go off, and it will be that Big second round. 3 players saved. Look at the HP bars. 4 of these players from Big now susceptible. 1 dink with that M4 is enough to kill off 80% of this squad.
Much better, though. Oh! I was going to say from Guild Eagles, because they were holding on to their utility this time. They weren't just dumping it at every opportunity. Man2 overextends. And now the rest of the squad, they're going to swing. Look at Scenery up close. They are ready for it, though. Process, they're so important on the bomb site. Even translates the spray on towards Synopsy, and now Regon, all he can do is watch on. He can't get involved in the fight because of the flames.
It's got to be game over for them. Beacon in from Regon, looking keen for damage. Gets an upgrade to an AK, switches it over, knife out towards Spawn. Oh, it's timing, tabseN. Swings at a prime opportunity, and it will disrupt. Flatro was thinking about aggressing middle, but a smart decision, as we can see via the X-ray, not to. But it's Synopsy that sticks around and could be losing his life at the cost of an over-aggressive play, and that will be the case. It's Crimbo's AWP here to hold and here to help. Big advantage secured, and then there's another AWP. There you have it. Mantu with a double, and it is looking pretty good here for Big to find themselves a 6th.
Yeah, this has been... Think about how many times they've been incredibly passive and they've waited for Guild Eagles just to walk into their crosshair. This round's a perfect highlight and a testament to that mid-round knowledge that Big have been providing. Still entirely doable, Minds. They will go for this. However, with Crimbo in the back lines, immediately decapitating Rigon, it's only a matter of time before this round gets locked in by Big. From 6-0. Oh, this is going to be a head-on collision up the ramp. There's flashbangs as well. tabseN's got those. Primed and ready. Over they go, alongside the nades. That is just so detrimental to Guild Eagles. Here comes the swing from everyone on the server, and there are even trades. To be fair to Guild Eagles, they managed to work it back. A 2-on-2. tabseN's got no Kevlar because he had the utility.
Not used, it's the smoke that's deployed towards Elevator. Now, it's the Guild Eagles side with the plant, but it's also Guild Eagles side that lose the first man. GXX 1 versus 2 nails the shot onto tabseN. Where's Crimbo? He hits the steps but can't make the noise to go with it. And the rumblings he heard from Spawn is Crimbo emerging through the smoke with his USP. And stuck in. Good damage done to this T side. They know where they lack in weaponry. They're going to have to outclass them elsewhere. And the damage early doors good. Not for 2. It's the Galil of Synopsy. Upgrade going to be made as well, and well, Rigon poking more holes through this defense as it's Sin that is eliminated next. 4 against 3. I mean, I want to call it a man advantage here, Brandon, but it's not much of one. Rigon 4 points of health, Sineri, Juan Flatro both tagged up as well. It's GXX. The hold's basically full HP and the only player to be that way.
Process getting a little bit inquisitive. Over the top, a headshot, not once but twice. Good nade damage. But the main hit is going to go towards B. 30 seconds left and Crimbo up close.
Great shot from Crimbo. Taking down one of the low HP players. There's still 2 more to go. Drops the smoke. There was one in front of him. But now has to be cause for action. Deagle of Mantu trying to slide into the smoke and be a nuisance to this T side. GXX mounts the Mantu Deagle. But it's the Deagle that strikes twice. Come out with some tricks of their own, then yeah, definitely a round to play for. Nade goes in. Unfortunately, GXX plays catch.
And so does Sin. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Was wondering when that was going to come in. Doesn't come as a consequence for Guild Eagles, but Crimbo, yet again, his holds on B have been sublime. A multi-kill gives just that little edge to Big to keep going for this. Mantu on the angle, and so much like he did in the trying to take the initiative, but he's been very vocal about the fact that he's here.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, Mantu's fallen all the way off this angle. One flat throw, that is disgusting. Swinging and firing on all cylinders. tabseN caught out completely by the overpeak. 5v4, now turn 4v3 as Synopsy with a late lunge in middle will find Crimbo off guard. 2 players tagged up as well for this big defense. Guild Eagles prime position to strike.
And if you're Guild Eagles, you've got to reset. You just go B here, because once again, you've got rid of a mid player. You know that then now Sin is going to be delegating his responsibility between here and the bomb site. And look at that. As soon as the contact comes in, sure, you know you've lost a player, but you've got space.
Got to be careful because Sin's still about, and he has dropped in. Rigon just trying to take the fight to him. Perfect time to peek out, caught with the smoke in his hands. All down to the 2 remaining players of Mantu and Process. Nice first shot. Personally, I guess I'm neutral on. Can go both ways, but when Sineri's here to lock things down. Straight out of the MP9, and it isn't just for 1. Process here to make it 3. It's gone from bad to worse here. CT side with a 2-man lead. Smoke towards Gap could not have been better timed as well. 50 seconds left. And I mean, if you're Guild Eagles, do you think going for this round is viable, Brandon? Do you think the save is good, considering loss bonus okay and Synopsy and Scenari both with okay money? Yes, they want to take a fight. They want to bring it to this defense, but it's not going to be for the better.
The thing is, you're always going to feel trapped as well, because how many times does Crimbo push middle? How many times has he got down the ladder and been splitting you? So sometimes, in your mind, the only way...
Talk about a must-win round for Guild Eagles as well. This is basically their life on Vertigo on the line. Process happy to take a fight, and interestingly enough, both him and tabseN oblivious to the fact that someone could have crept underneath the crosshairs. Nice shot from Synopsy. Now Process just stuck. Has to take a fight somewhere. It'll be GXX that bails them out. Not before he finds one Flatro, though. 3v3.
Doesn't find a lick of damage. Molly set up for sandbags. Retake smoke in as well. That really signifies intent from Big, and with Sin finding that kill. Oh, and a second. Sin's doing everything. More than enough time to get on this bomb. There are kits available. There's a smoke that can be put down on it. GXX, this starts to get uncomfortable, the spray. Not quite connecting. Then there's a second player in reserve that can jump up right behind Mantu.
Get the job done. Process incendiary in hand. Oh, hold on. Oh, that is bad timing. Now sees the player, drops the incendiary. Scenari forced to back away. He can't go running through, so mad advantage and even further information at the attempt towards the A site. 50 seconds left. The Eagles, they've got time to work with and bodies to find, but it's Process that goes flying around the corner. TabseN with a trade, Mantu with another, and now a rig on 1v4 to keep them in the contest. Unfortunately, he's not going to be good enough to close the show, and it is Big with map 1.
Yeah, well played there from Big. The fact that tabseN can drop the smoke and he goes, okay, no, in fact, they're not smokes at all. They are decoys. And now, Guild Eagles wants to take space back in towards middle, but they go straight into the crosshair of tabseN.
Nice job. tabseN with a double as well. It's gone from bad to worse. Finally gets cleared out by Synopsy. But it is an instantaneous trade from Process and a solid start from Big. Plowing down any Guild Eagles attempt towards mid and towards A.
I actually really like that idea, though, from Guild Eagles, because what they've done there is they've faked that they're throwing nade.
There's your,
in the corner.
Bottle flip, but CS edition. Oh, I like this, Brandon. One volley immediately, Synopsy to take face, and, well, tabseN gets a freebie. I've got to say, I don't think Crimbo was expecting that peek, but the fact that he just jumps knife out means the crosshair averted.
And fair play for tabseN for actually just taking the swing. However, on B, Rigon's found the opener. They know that Sin is here. tabseN's also been dealt with. Bomb site completely cracked open. That molly's not ideal, but it doesn't matter too much. Mantu Crimbo saving. Guild Eagles with a fast response.
We're going to see a few SMGs out.
Yeah, Crimbo can drop. What I will say is very nice out of...
Maybe one rogue investment, that one M4 and the saved AWP as well. And it's all over. Mantu makes it 4. Big make it 3.
Just working with what they've got. But he now has to split his attention between the upper and the lower side of mid. Great flashbang. He doesn't shoot on time and instead he remains quiet. He wants the AWP to be unknown.
Oh, great shot out of Synopsy. Scenari hits another as well. B down to just 1, and it's the M4A4 of Sin. Smokeless man as well, as he had to burn his earlier on. Needs to find a bit of success, and to be fair to him, kill and then attack through the smoke gives him prime opportunity to deliver. Nade goes out. Mantu's found another. Surely not going to be a 3v5 loss here for Guild Eagles. Synopsy drops the smoke for the cross, and Incendiary to try and block off the plant, and Nade as well, where GXX will put out with the smoke. The plant to come in. Mantu shoots between the legs of his counterpart, and GXX responds in kind through the smoke, pierces the heart of Mantu, and now Crimbo in the clutch. Both players blinded by the flash, and isolated fights could result in devastation.
He wants to take the AWP with him. And he will. I don't think he will survive if he wants to take the AWP, so instead he's just going to run out. Can he run back and grab it? Bomb blows it away. Where is this AWP? Can't find it.
Nades deployed early. No molly to go with it here for the CT side. Instead, it's a smoke thrown out by Synopsy and a shot that lands straight through it. Crimbo at least there to respond with one of his own.
And a lot of variation here where Mantu and Crimbo both start Grimbo this time deployed as the second player in towards middle. MP9 trying to get involved, but it's Rigon on the bomb site yet again delivering. Mantu's rotated over, and to be fair to him, will hit a banger. But there are players coming out long. There's players in towards cave. He has to try and navigate all of this and dodge all of the utility. It feels unwinnable. But with Crimbo on this flank, anything is possible.
Oh, just toe-to-toe in the smoke. Crimbo finds the opener. Mantu still oblivious to the fact that there could be a player in front of him. Hold on, I can't move. Oh, that's why, because there's a player in the smoke with me. Now Crimbo left in the clutch. And being on low HP, Gold Eagles a chance to get back into things and take it well.
They're really targeting.
Wanting to get aggressive, but Guild Eagles with some aggression of their own. tabseN gonna hear a whole lot of noise towards him. Dink doubled, in fact, with that USP. Should get traded out. Rigon does deliver, but that USP has just done 180 points of health worth of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot. They can go for this.
They will.
Big nade. No, they're all ahead of it. It doesn't really do too much, and Sin has found Sineri. And Rigon's still walking wounded. Everyone in from Donut. The issue you've got is that there is one kit, but that is on Crimbo. There's no smoke to block the choke points. GXX on the angle. Another dink. This is looking really uncomfy. Rigon in this angle should be locking things off if Crimbo is killing everyone, but no way this happens. Crimbo can just stick the bomb now. GXX stuck in a really uncomfy position. He needs to swing. He needs to do it, but no. Big stick it. And how does that happen? It's one AK, but it's the USPs that do all the heavy lifting. Be losing. And that is now 2 rounds in which we've had lesser weaponry. We've had one AWP out of Mantu that has won a round single-handedly. Ancient becoming a little bit like Mirage. Crimbo, tabseN on the angle, but Rigon best one, but not the other.
4v4, and they've given up a lot of space towards A. tabseN, cautious of what's in front of him. He knows Donut could be a liability. Peeks on in and he'll win the fight. There you go, tabseN. Renowned to have a high IQ in Counter-Strike and even reading the most insane of plays. Synopsy dropped. Mantu Zorb finding a second on the site as well. GXX against 3. And there you have it. Sin closes the show. Big up to 6. Pretty sure that there's going to be a gap in that. Not to mention, Crimbo and his AWP are A, baited in. Another piece of util drop, but Synopsy caught on the cross. It's Crimbo and his big green that open up the scoring. Now, the main brunt of the push was here towards middle. tabseN tucks towards Donut. But the rest of the squad not happy with heading A. They want to head B, and Mantu able to pluck off another.
Good smoke here by Sin. Really well timed. And just dances in the doorway to make sure he doesn't get penalised by the spray coming back the other way. That does is increase his mobility. And now he says to his team, I see absolutely nothing. And now Sin's feeling all the pressure coming through cave. It ends B, but bigger here.
Nice shot out of Mantu, but it's got to be a little bit more because this defense lacking numbers right now. Fires again, and it will repeat for a third. Quad kill on the line, not going to happen. GXX here for a double. Process sidelining as well as Mantu. And now a more winnable scenario out of this. Problem is, there's 2 players from 2 different directions. As GXX picks up the trusted big green.
Oh, wow.
There's a player on ramp, and one has slipped the net on short. GXX no clue about this one. As soon as he moves into sight to try and plant, both players will swing off one another. And 8 is what Big get here on the CT side. Must admit, I'm not the biggest fantasy lover, so I'll leave that to you. You know, you can steer that ship. Speaking of, Big want to try and drive it towards B, but unfortunately, choppy waters in middle means they have to turn their eyes, and 3 kills.
You're going to get completely isolated if you're not careful. tabseN round the corner. They are going to clear this for sure. tabseN. Oh, okay. Gets blindsided, does Rigon, but immediate trades and now screaming out. There are multiple players hunting him down.
It's the most standard of half buys here, but knowing that they've got a lot of utility, Brandon, is prime time to create some distractions. And because Guild Eagles stack so heavily towards mid, this B defense slightly weaker than usual, and that's where tabseN could strike twice. The smoke towards spawn, he'll be screaming at his team. Take long, take the presence. We've killed the defense. I can flash you in, and we have all this space to ourselves. It's mind games between Process and Rigon, but all the time the eyes are occupied on spawn, it's less time taken towards sight. Rigon so tagged up as well. The AWP and the M4 realistically should be saving here. I think this has got to be called off for Guild Eagles.
Yeah, they've got to call it off, surely. But Rigon has got 2 players here, so he can say, hey, look, I've got 2 here, guys. You can try and give it a go. Synopsy might even just try and stick the bomb. He's got a kit. He can give it a go. Looks at the floor.
Oh no. Hello? Okay.
No, he gets off it.
Thank God for that, hey. The call probably should have been made a little safer. Flash to go through here. Sin wants to take the fight. Mantu holding the other side, so tied up in cave right now, especially when Mantu can deliver with a double. AK just shattering the double cave hold. Rotate has to come in from GXX. It's thick and fast, and it could be nothing less than successful because the round served on a silver platter right now for Big. A nice shot out of GXX makes it 2, but a trade from Mantu means still a leg up for the T side. Flash goes high. Rigon wants to fight. Mantu showing some shoulder, but it's the cross of the bomb that needs to be careful. But that's where Rigon can jump in, but Mantu with an equally good response.
Still so doable. Process about to be backstabbed here, but Mantu's holding. That's Mantu's ace as well. But I've got to give a lot of credit to Sin.
Sin, eager to take a fight in cave, but Rigon equally so. Oh, you need to check the corner. Sin. Ouch. Juan Flatro donated an AK. Goes to a good cause as well, because he was the man that really stepped up for Guild Eagles on Vertigo. Need to see something, not in the form of a frag, but it's a tag and information.
Oh, Synopsy swings as well. Oh, that would be well handled, except Process gets the kill, and now Crimbo's just up B. Process with another, but it's Juan Flatro at the back of the bomb site with the AK that drops the bomb and makes matters incredibly complicated here for Process. He tucks in the corner. It will be a save. Big get eco'd. The CT side, almost on a silver platter. Very individual in efforts from Big.
Yeah.
For this T side. So it makes sense, the bomb's over here, and also quite a little bit of utility as well. Big nades, but actually bounces, a little bit awkwardly. Process goes through, flashbang, Juan Flatro can't see a thing. They're kissing in the smoke, but Process deals out the killing blow. Mantu follows up on the immediate trade, and well, for Guild Eagles, they're still going to give it a go, because Rigor's found 2 kills. Crimbo full blind, now swaps to the AK, and delivers out a headshot, and clothesline Synopsy and Guild Eagles.
Econ in, Juan Flatro confident in the CZ, but Process laying down the law with the AK. Molotov doing damage to the GXX, dislodging him on site, forcing to take fights on ramp. Smoke goes up towards short. It's actually caught by the incendiary, but it still does the job to get these players out on site. Now a molly at the feet of Rigon, has to try and fight in the flames. To be fair, that is a lot of space offered up by Big early doors.
Yeah, but, I was going to say, you've got Sin on the edge here. Process hits the deck, and he's been that guy that's been finding all these entries. Big are just going to smash it up B instead as a response, but the flashbangs, they're good from Scenarii, but not good enough. Crimbo, hang on a second, gets 1, but look at the backstab. But then, look at the backstab again. Sin finds both. Tabson comes in with another. It's just Rigon, but Sin is 1 HP and dealt with.
Tabson, can he do it against Rigon? An electrifying rifleman against a veteran to the scene. It's a ding through the wall. And it's Rigon at 34 points of health, but you never count Rigon out of a scenario like that. 9-12, Guild Eagles given hope. Round 22. Can they make it double digits? Can they start thinking about OT? Can they start delivering on the bigger stages? Rigon yet again, opening kill, first frag, and a second Synopsy. And Scenarii, in fact, is blind. Oh my god, he didn't kill him! He didn't kill him! I thought he was dead too! GXX gets the trade through the smoke. It's still all up in the air, and it's still all to play for. Double molly couldn't have been timed perfectly more. It's GXX cut off from his teammate, and Synopsy can't fight from spawn. It means everyone has to wait a few seconds longer. Big can get in a position to play from the post. He comes out. The smokes, give them cover, give them hope, give them a chance. Synopsy, 10-second stick. The spam isn't good enough. Mantu needs to go pushing through until Sin nails the shot and does it again. Game over. Unfortunately, Guild Eagles to the lower bracket put up one hell of a fight on both maps, showing real signs that they could be something to mess with here in this Tier 1 scene, but it's not going to be today. It is Big, number 15 in the world, get the better of them, and a 2K from Sin.